Welcome to Race for the Roster, where Steven Caldwell has the weekly task of predicting Canada's 2026 World Cup roster, including the starting 11 for the opening game. Let's take a look at his current projection, with 6 locks and 5 spots still up for grabs. And Stevie, one of those spots is Jonathan David's strike partner. And after Canada's loss to Australia on Friday, where Cyle Larin got the start but extended his goalless drought for Canada, are you getting any closer to making a change up top?
I'm not getting closer to making a change or confirming that it's going to be Cyle Larin. Unfortunately, it was another night where Jonathan David's partner didn't quite do enough to suggest that he's absolutely going to start that first game. So I'm more confused than I was before it, Kev. I don't think Cyle Larin was terrible, but I don't think he did enough to grab the spot, and I was expecting him to do more. Now, it was a tough game for him. He was in that lower block, wasn't he? But he had a couple of little half chances, and he didn't look at his sharpest again, did he? It's so difficult to predict who the right partner is for Jonathan David. But at the moment, the jury's absolutely still out on Cyle Larin.
Still out on them all, though, isn't it? No one's really stepped up. Just in relation to Larin there, Stevie, do you think it's that lack of game time, maybe a lack of confidence over a year now, or a year without a goal for Canada? It's probably a mixture of all those things, really.
I think it is. I think he's doubting himself a bit, Kev, now at the minute. He's thinking too much, and there's a bit of anxiety in his game because he obviously wants to do well. He's a proud Canadian. He's done so well in a Canadian shirt, but at the moment it's hindering him. He's not playing free. He doesn't have that fluidity and that sharpness that we expect from a striker and from what we've seen from Cyle Larin in the past. So everything's getting on top of him. And another thing that I'll say about any one of these 3 partners that we might go with Jonathan David in the summer, they've got to make Jonathan David play better as well. I'm looking at them and you know, not to put all of Jonathan David's performance on their plate, but Jonathan David's struggling as well at the moment. So either that's not helping them or they're not helping him, but we're not seeing that cohesion in a front two that Jesse Marsh likes to play. So a lot of questions at the minute, a lot of doubts, I would say, for every one of these guys. We see little flashes of brilliance and we see things in their game that this doesn't quite fit. So unfortunately, the question's going to rumble on what one of these guys is the best partner, and I don't think we're going to have an answer right up to that first game in June next year.
Do you think he goes with Cyle Larin against Colombia on Tuesday, or does he go to one of these other 2 strikers?
I think he goes to one of the other 2. I think probably Tani Oluwaseyi will get the start. I feel like Colombia will be pressing for most of that game, and it'll be a game with space in behind where Oluwaseyi's pace might fit. He probably had that plan right from the start. If Cyle Larin had went out and scored the hat-trick, it probably changes, but you know, he didn't get the opportunities. Promise David did quite well when he came on. Is he due a start at some point? Does he get that opportunity? I would kind of like to see that. I think he probably deserves that, and he's probably the most confident in front of goal at the minute when it comes to a partner for Jonathan David. He might not have other parts of his game that Oluwaseyi and Cyle Larin have. So. Questions, not answers, Kev. I'm sorry.
It's still up in the air. We'll see what happens, eh? And if we take a look at the form tracker, Promise David is the most in form of the strikers in camp for Jesse Marsh this window. We'll see who gets the nod up top on Tuesday when Canada take on 13th ranked Colombia in New Jersey.